25 years, more intimate here on More 94. You know, it's the morning after that right there. Cardi, B with up, and it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Big L's in the studio, man. We're definitely representing on this money-making Monday. And right about now, you know, it's time for me to holler at the one and only Room, the player from the MLA who's representing for Sideline Sports, ENT. Good morning, Romy. What's good, my friend?
Hey, dog, good morning, man. Big L. Good morning, Bahamas. This is Sideline Sports and Entertainment Bahamas. Turn the stories from the sidelines and the headlines here only on 194.9 FM. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this glorious money-making Monday. Yeah, man, go hop into our sports report from the local side. We actually got to say congratulations. You know, Big L, we were talking about it last week about probably having a Bahamian in the NFL. So, yeah, it finally came through on Saturday. What was that, Friday or Saturday? The Colts made their 7th round selection with pick number 229. Michael Strawn becomes the first Bahamian-born football player drafted to the Ravens. Actually, he was the only Ravens or drafted to the Ravens. The only other one was DeVar Darling. So, yeah, man, shout out to Michael Strawn. Congratulations, man. And, yeah, looking forward to him having an awesome and wonderful long career in the NFL. Also got to say congratulations and shouts out to Lucayan Basketball. They actually held a basketball tournament this past weekend at the Hope Center. Man, it was absolutely wonderful. I was ecstatic to see all of the basketball talent that was out. You had the girls division, you had a junior boys division, even there was a primary school division. Of course, you also had like the senior, or I should say the open men's division as well. Shout out to Hyperballers, Providence Storm. Who else was there? Island Dream. All of them were champions in their divisions yesterday. So again, shouts out to Lucayan Basketball. Hey man, they're doing a great job and looking forward to them having some and hosting some more events. And also got to say shouts out to one of our Bahamian track and field athletes, Bahamian. She's a long jumper, Bria Sands, and she was actually crowned the Mid-South Conference Athlete of the Year. And actually, it was the second time that she's won that award. So shouts out to Bria Sands on that accomplishment as well. Now moving on to some international sports. Of course, hey, we got the NBA scoreboard. We'll go through the games from yesterday, or quite a few games. And the first one up on the scoreboard, man, if you missed this game, you definitely missed a thriller. So the Nets and the Bucks got into it yesterday. And, yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks came out on top, man. 117-114 was the final score there. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, and Kevin Durant, they had the duel. I don't know if I call it. Yeah, I would say so far this year, this would probably be the biggest duel in the NBA that's gone down so far. Kevin Durant finishing with 42 points. And, yeah, Giannis coming out on top, man, finishing with 49 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks in that game. So, yeah, he definitely showed out, helping the Bucks take that win. Some of the other games from around the league last night, got the Trailblazers over the Celtics, 129-119. The Heat over the Hornets last night, man, 121-111. Just check it on LaMelo Ball since his return, man. He's been doing really good. Last night finished up with 14 points. As a matter of fact, the high scorer for the Heat last night was actually Bam Adebayo with 20 points there. Some of the other games we got the Kings over the Mavericks, 111-99. The Kings coming out on top in that game. Buddy Hield is looking good. Made a clutch 3 to beat the shot clock there, and also finishing up with Buddy Hield last night, finishing up with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and also a block in that game, man. Looking really good there. I guess they're trying to make that little push to see if they can get into the playoffs this season. You also got the Knicks over the Rockets, the Knicks 122, the Rockets 97. The Suns over the Thunder last night in the close game, 123-120. DeAndre Ayton was kind of quiet in that game last night, finishing with just 5 points. Pulled down a couple of boards, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks in that game. The only other games on the schedule were the 76ers over the Spurs, 113-111. And the Raptors and the Lakers got into it. The Raptors won that game 121-114, and that was with LeBron and AD back in the lineup. As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Braun finishing with 19 points. Anthony Davis with 12. LeBron made a statement. He says he don't ever think that he will be 100% healthy ever again in his life. But
what? Why? I didn't. Why? In what context? Like, would they ask him?
I think they were
does
talking.
He mean he won't be as active or athletic as he was before?
Yeah, exactly. You know, during the high ankle sprain, all of the injuries that he's had in the past.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever be 100%. But I don't know what he was hinting at. But yeah, LeBron is LeBron, man. Also, one other side note that I thought was a very interesting story, and also brings up the mention that the Sideline Entertainment will be starting our podcast this month, the All Cedar, and one of the stories that we actually touched on was actually transgenders in sports. And this morning, Caitlyn Jenner says that transgender sports or transgender girls competing in girls' sports is totally unfair. I don't know how Caitlyn Jenner, I don't know, he may have been, or she may have been the spokesperson or the face of the LGBTQ or the transgender movement. But of course, after making that statement, they're saying they don't know if she is a major asset to the case. But again,
keep in mind though, Bruce Jenner was an Olympic medalist, Like, he understands sports, he understands the advantages and the disadvantages, and he knows that he was a man. Like she now. I'm sorry if I offend anybody with the pronouns. I'm not the best at trying to figure it all out. Even though she has made the change, it didn't take away from what was genetically inside of you. And to be a competitive sport, like, let's just be honest, it's just not going to be fair. And that's all. I actually saw the video with her saying it, and it's not like she bashed it or she just was saying like it's just not fair. And you have to admit it's just not fair.
I mean, like you said, our inaugural podcast, definitely we had a doctor, we had a psychologist on there, a couple of coaches, and it just comes down to a question of fairness, not denying anybody their right to play a sport, but it just comes down to
maybe if they come up with another it might make these competitive. It might make these competitive long. They might make the competitions even longer. But then you have say transgender. Under 17 transgender male, under 17 transgender females or whatever. Just because to put them all together, it's just not going to work out right. It's just not. You're going to lose the credibility that goes on.
Exactly.
Think about how we view athletes when they just take a little substance enhancers. It totally washes your victory or your accomplishment. So I mean, I don't think that's fair either.
Man. Honestly, everything that you said is kind of the direction that this whole conversation is going. But something remains to be seen. And it's an executive order that they have to be allowed to participate. So again, something we'll monitor, something we'll keep up to date with. And but as far as sports this morning, that is definitely a wrap. We got it all in, brother. All on you, bro.
All right, that's what it is, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jerome right there, the player from the Himalaya, the sneaking deacon. Anyway, I can tell you guys all over. That's my friend. We keep it outside. This is Bahamas Super Station. We're giving you the best music on the planet. Good morning. Actually, before I even let me let you know, you can take a quick commercial break right here. Once we get back, we'll officially be rolling into the 9 o'clock hour. So keep it outside. It's the Bahamas Super Station. Good morning.